I work myself ragged day and night, surviving on coffee from a pot none of you'd even touch. My name is Katherine. They used to call me a genius. But once I got into NASA, I realized racism was everywhere. As a black woman, I had to run half a mile just to use the colored restroom. That's a 40-minute round trip. Work kept piling up. I didn't even dare take time to pee properly. Every trip to the bathroom was filled with pain and frustration. Once I used a co-worker's kettle to make coffee. Everyone stared at me like I'd done something terrible. Turns out even kettles were segregated. They gave me a special kettle, but didn't bother filling it with water. I stayed quiet. I kept going because I knew, to prove myself here I had to swallow all this. Things only got harder. One day my boss handed me a file. He asked me to calculate a rocket's path, but all the key data was blacked out. By accident I held it up to the light and read the hidden numbers. I only glanced once and got the answer. Holding back the urge to pee, I wrote the results on the board. When I left for the bathroom, the room went silent. They'd struggled with this for weeks, and now a new girl solved it.
Whose work is that?
That moment changed everything. The boss finally saw me. I was trusted with core data for the moon landing project. That trust, I earned it with brains and grit. As launch day neared, the boss noticed I kept leaving. One day he snapped. He yelled, asking where I kept going. It was pouring rain outside, but I still had to run half a mile to pee. I couldn't hold it in anymore. I thought I'd get fired, but the next day he showed up with a sledgehammer. He smashed the colored restroom sign. No more colored restrooms. No more white-only restaurants. Here at NASA, we all pee the same color. I broke down in tears. For the first time I felt real respect. I worked even harder. Then we hit a big problem. Where would the capsule land? The numbers changed daily. I kept calculating non-stop, but I needed live data, and women weren't allowed in Pentagon briefings. I begged to go, but my boss always said no, until his boss found out.
Pentagon briefings are not for civilians. It requires the highest clearance.
I feel like I'm the best person to present my calculations.
Let this go, are you?
No, I am not.
And she is a woman. There is no protocol for a woman.
Okay, I got it, Paul.
You are the boss. You just have to act like one, sir.
He broke the rules himself. I walked into the meeting room. Everyone stared at me, but I didn't flinch. When I heard the new data, I calculated the landing spot right there on the spot. I proved I belonged. I proved I mattered. Soon the rocket launched. It orbited Earth and the capsule landed safely. The whole country cheered. But this wasn't just about space. It was about women and people of color, making history in silence. I am Katherine Johnson. I once looked up at the stars. Now my name lives among them.